What's very, I guess, interesting is that a lot of people feel that the language has been modified. Yes, people have taken down words and brought them into directions for convenience, as we've talked about the word smart, which doesn't mean wisdom, it means injury. Though people will believe that they're intelligent, well, that's just the foolish knowledge of the material world they live in. That's basically being smart. Because the more you get worldly or materialistically or monetarily or legally wise, you become smart. In what we're talking about today, it's the word family. This is a very misunderstood word. We're dealing with it to reinforce, to get this into one's head, why they're so strict about using that term. You'll find it show up on traffic tickets. They will put the word family on there for the last name, but it's for emphasis because it's a civil uh, process that's going on. You're going and being processed through a civil court when it's dealing with offenses of the traffic acts for trafficking in the family name. So when we go down to family, it's a little humorous too that in Canada we have what's called Family Day. So interestingly, we have a Family Day that celebrates, I guess, those who make all the money off of that family title. So they give a break on that supposed day, and they call it Family Day, and it's a little bit of a civil registered holiday in Canada. So now we're going to go to what the meaning is, because we're going to clarify this because the Bible talks about family turning on one another in the time of the last days. Now it's interesting, there's a lot of controversy over the medical push that's going on in pharmakia. So many people are being attacked by their family members for not participating or separating themselves from the use of the pharmakia. And this is leading to divisions, even to the point you could see people becoming informants on family members, per se, in the legal world that are not going to cooperate or consent. So at the time of Christ, he was surrounded by a Roman civil system that used the same system we're using today with the term family. And therefore, when he mentioned that family would turn upon one another, it was talking about that Roman civil system that was there. So he was speaking coherently and at the date and at the timing of what was happening then, and it's still happening today because we still have adopted the Roman civil system, how we use it for registrations of title, civil. So family. I'm reading out of a book called Dictionary of Word Origins, and under family, this is the definition. It starts off, of course, the normal way that people would understand family: parents and their children, parents, children, and relatives. We're going to go to the definition now. It says family obviously derives from the Latin word familia, but the meaning of this word is not what one might expect. In Latin, a familius was a domestic servant. Familia was a collective noun that denoted all the servants in a Roman household. So what does it say? Roman civil name, Roman civil surname, family name. When the word was borrowed into Middle English as familia around the turn of the 15th century, it was with this original meaning. This sense persisted until the 19th century and was variously extended to include the retinue of a nobleman or the staff of a high-ranking military officer. During the mid-16th century, the term was also applied to an entire household. That is, to everyone who lived under the same roof, from the master, his wife, and children, to their domestic servants. Not until the 1600s did the modern sense of family gradually begin to emerge: father, mother, and children, whether or not they were living together. So we have to understand this is the wording. When you look in Black's Law 10th edition under family, it'll say stock. And so you have to understand this is a legal stock. It's not reality. It's fiction. And therefore it's a brand. and it's there for trade and commerce. And so, therefore, of course, a secular state such as Canada would have a day, it would make sense to recognize family stock, gross national product day of what they made under this legal title assignment that people have consented and adopted to participate in. So it doesn't mean what you may have thought it meant, and you need to bring yourself up to a proper understanding, even though it may seem inconvenient, what you're learning.